Hello there. Today we'll be showing how to clone and create your own Git repository using GitHub Desktop. So to move on, you have to prepare a few stuff. You definitely need to have your own account, which it was already shown in a previous video how to create your own GitHub account. You also need to install GitHub Desktop, which is I've provided the link here. It will look something like this, depending on which version you're using. For my case, I'll be downloading from Windows 64-bit. So here's how the website that looks like. It's quite straightforward. Just click and install, download and install. So let's move on to let's move on to the main topic today, which is how to create your GitHub desktop, your own GitHub repository using GitHub Desktop. So as you can see here, once you install the software, this is the default homepage that you'll be seeing. Okay, so just to explain a bit more on how does this software works. So on the top left corner is the repositories that are already on your local computer. So currently I have 5 projects. As you can see, yesterday I have quite a number of accounts, quite a number of repositories. So if I were to show you here, you can see that there's a difference in the number of repositories. So today I'll just try to clone something that is, I'll show you a few things. So let's start off with creating your own repository. Let's say I just want to create one. So they'll just tell you which local path that you want to create to. So in this case, I'm doing, let me just try to choose another file. This is my current project. So what I'll be doing, I'll put it inside today's folder. So this is basically where the repository will be located at. Similarly to the website version, there's a description where you can put in. The others are just the same, and you just need to press create, as simple as that. So creating the repository on your local desktop doesn't mean that it's on the web. So let's just see a comparison. When I refresh this page, it obviously shows that there's no test1 repository on the left hand side here. So what we can do is, after we create on your local machine, you just need to publish the repository. You just have to publish to github.com because I'm just using a personal GitHub server. I'm not using the enterprise version. I'll just, according to the name and the description, I'll just press publish repository. So you just need to wait. Once this is loaded up, when you refresh your web page, it will appear. So in this case, right, it should work. See, the test one has appeared. So this just goes to show that once you publish a repository, it just means that it has been pushed towards the web. So what does this mean? So once I select test1, right, it will just change my current repository to test1. And I would like to, there is already a fetch origin. So in this case, we are working on the master branch. And normally what we recommend is, okay, so currently we haven't do the initial commit, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I can't do an initial commit without the initial file here. So what I will do is I'll just go to that page, go to that folder, what we have. So currently, right, the repository is here. You see there's a test1 file, test1 folder here. And you'll notice that there will be 2 files inside. So don't touch these 2 files. Normally when you make changes to the folder inside, this thing will represent that it's a GitHub repository. So what I can do is, let's say for this case, I'll just copy this PowerPoint file. So this file normally can also be your Python file, your whatever coding file that you wanted to upload. So what I did is I just put it here. So once you go back to the desktop, right, it will refresh and it will appear here. So what this means is, inside your repository, currently there's a new file that has yet been uploaded to the web, and there's a difference from the previous state where there was no file to there's something there. So in this case, right, once the file has appeared, what I can do is I can provide an initial commit. It is basically the first time where you start to commit something. Okay. Take note about this commit to master. What this means is the master file where when you are using this as a public repository, this will be the file that they see. So when I press commit, right, okay, when you press commit, it just means that it has only been committed locally on your desktop. It has yet to be pushed to the web. So origin means web. In this case, right, we just need to press push to origin. You can either press here or press on the top. You have two options, up to you. So once you have pushed, right, it just means that now when I go to the current branch master inside your website, so I'm expecting to see that file inside my GitHub repository. So what you see now here is it has appeared. So this was the initial commit that I posted, that there is a file that has been created and it's on the web. So this basically tells you how to do uploading of files. Okay, let's say for whatever reason you have made changes to the files inside. So let's say I'll just open back the files here. This is the second file. So let's say I just do some random word here and I'll just save it. In this case, you will notice that it will automatically tells you that there is an update to the file. You can't really see because this is a binary file change. Normally, if this is in terms of code, you will see the changes in terms of line here. So what I can do is I just do a update of pptx. I just commit. So you can put a description what kind of changes that you have made, and I just push to the origin. So this just means that I have pushed the file up to the website. So you just need to wait for a while more, and you're done. So I will explain further on how the branches work in a separate video. Because there are many ways that you can play with this. I think this one would recommend as a separate video. So that's all for creating a local repository through GitHub Desktop. What other things that you can do is, let's say now I wanted to clone an existing a repository that's already on the web. So what I can do is I just create an app and clone my repository. So normally, like let's say you have a few computers, what you can do is you notice that these are the repository that is already on the web. What they did was they just pull it out of the web and just put it inside here for you to see. And in this case, I have like 6 projects on my left hand side. So if I were to copy some other project, it would most probably be, let's say, this Java workshops. So I've been working on this as a homework. So I just press the clone button. So they'll just start cloning, downloading all the files, and it appeared. So at this point of time, you won't know where is this Java file, right? It's okay. So what you can do is you go to a repository and show in the Explorer where has this Java workshop folder been created. So you'll notice that it's also in the same location. I think I missed out one step on telling you where is the location for this, but it's okay. I'll just add on this next time. And you'll see that now you have 2 repositories. One is the test one that we have created earlier, and there's one Java workshops. So that's all for today. If you like this video, you know what to do. If you want to see more videos coming from me, you just press the subscribe button. It's free, basically. I have been having comments from my viewers that they wanted to subscribe but they are not sure whether they are paying anything. So definitely in terms of YouTube, when you subscribe to a video, there is no payments. It basically just tell you that if you have your account, you log in, if I post a new video, you'll receive it. That's all. Thank you.